Right. And we'll do this one. What's up, Harry? How you doing? Okay. Oh, that's not the timer button. There we go. Yeah. So, Mio, how you doing? Ugh. I am just doing the mining after work. Sick. Hope you feel better soon. Okay. Get that all mined out. Eh. Another day, another chunk indeed. I think, yeah. Here we go. Okay. Should be able to keep that off now. Shimon, what is up? How you doing? Voice has been gone for 3 days now. That's really annoying. I've been very lucky where that has not happened to me very much in my life, but it's really annoying when you just lose your voice completely. Oh, creeper. And okay. I was hoping to knock it back further on the first hit, but that's okay. Yeah. We got an air pocket running all through these next few layers. Very interesting. Make this a little easier to traverse. Sec, do that. There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm falling asleep. That's okay though. Today was a very boring day, I'm gonna be real. Not difficult, but just very boring. Such is life. It's okay. Okay, this area. Here, let me get rid of this section first. Do that. Okay, and now we focus on this area. Mince mine blocks, very nice. It was about as efficient as I could be there. You like the variety of digging patterns I employ. I'm always just kind of doing what makes most sense efficiency-wise, but yeah, you also have to just vary it up for stimulation. This project would not feel as fun if I literally mined everything the exact same way every single time. Especially when I gotta deal with this kind of terrain, I kind of have to dig around it. Also, Deep Slate is a slow enough block where honestly it doesn't really matter exactly how you mine it. That kind of thing matters a lot more when you're mining really fast to mine blocks like regular stone or dirt. The only thing that'll like slow you down mining Deep Slate is if you mine a piece and there's no blocks behind it, that'll like reset your mining. Do I keep the diamonds I find? I do. Actually, I should probably I got 62 diamonds from the last chunk, and this is how many diamonds I have now. Keep in mind, I would have more, but I did use a lot of them to make pickaxes early on. But that's more than enough now to make one of my beacons into a diamond beacon, like a full diamond beacon if I so chose. I mean, this isn't the fastest way to get diamonds, but this is the best way to get diamonds. Because, objectively speaking, I'm mining literally every block where diamonds can possibly spawn. So I will find every diamond in this area. It doesn't really get more efficient than that, or, you know, plentiful as that. Probably not the fastest way to do it, but you will become rich by doing this. Very thorough indeed. No, but, I mean, I'm not trying to do that anyways, so it's all chill. Honestly, diamonds is not really helpful for me anymore at this point. Like, I have enough pickaxes to get me through the rest of this project pretty comfortably. I guess unless I start accidentally breaking even more, but I've been pretty good about not breaking pickaxes, especially since we started mining Deep Slate. It's just so much harder to break a pickaxe when you mine this slowly. Unless you accidentally throw them all into lava. See, that's the neat thing about netherite pickaxes. If you throw into lava, it actually doesn't burn. It's a very interesting property. Yeah. I mean, I could prove it right now, too. I have lava on me. I could just straight up throw my pickaxe in there. And it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Pretty neat. Diamonds. I am so desensitized to seeing diamonds already at this point. I mean, how many have I even mined now? Let's see. It's gonna be somewhere down here. Yeah, 542 deep slate diamond ore. Like, at this point, it's just like, okay, sure. Got 5 from 2. Yeah. This is the end game of capitalism right here. I will have literally all of the diamonds. Destroying the entire ecosystem. Well, naturally. I mean, you're telling me you can make a system where you have to have infinite growth without destroying the ecosystem? That would be incredible. Oh yeah. One block at a time. We will get this done. You know, I haven't actually checked what my deep slate count is in a while. Alright. We are 3/4 of the way to 1,000,000. And after that, only like 11 more million deep slate or something. Ooh. Satisfying insta-mine blocks. Love to see it. Right. Let's keep going. Pikacoinu, what is up? How you doing today? Oh boy, oh boy. And there's even more air pocket down here. Alright. We're finally getting like a nice streak of not completely dense chunks, which is cool to see. I'm alright. My motivation is definitely higher this week than it was last week. Just enjoying the chunk mining before I go to bed. Anything change? I don't know. Sometimes I just mental reset at the start of my week, and I think that's kind of what's going on. I think I just had a particularly rough weekend, and now I'm just kind of more reset. Despite having a shorter weekend than I normally get. But yeah. We're chilling. I mean, it's also the last 2 days of work have honestly been really easy ones, relatively. Tomorrow will probably be a little bit harder, but honestly, probably still not very hard. I've kind of started reaching a point with my job where I mean, it's still physically hard, but the actual job itself is like whatever. Uh, yeah, no, I just kind of looked for jobs myself. I mean, it's still in the food industry, which is one that I am most familiar with. Without saying too much, it's basically kitchen work. It's not a restaurant though, but yeah. Uh, but yeah. It's just a little different from other jobs I've worked because my schedule is 4 10 to 11 hour shifts instead of, 5 8s like most other jobs are. I mean, shoot, even some people in my kitchen work that schedule, but I don't know, the position I have is kind of hard to do in just 8 hours, so that's why it's set up that way. Kitchen, yep. I love making the foods. I mean, making food at home can be kind of fun, but cooking is definitely not like my passion. Or at least cooking at work is not my passion. You like baking, but not so much making a meal. Well, I mean, I used to work at a bakery and I hate baking now, so I cannot relate. I think I'd rather make meals than do baking. I think part of that was just because of the place I worked at. But I absolutely loathe baking now. I literally don't bake. Donuts. Donuts. Yeah. I think I legitimately eat donuts like 2 to 3 times a year. And that's been consistently the case since I left the bakery. I just don't crave them very much. No. Honestly, most baked goods I don't really seek out very much. The only baked goods I like on a consistent basis are stuff that I didn't have to make myself. So basically like breads and such. Like savory stuff. But I don't really eat donuts, I don't eat muffins. But I like bread, I like croissants. Stuff like that's cool. Pretzels are cool. But like the sweet stuff I don't really care for. Yeah. I mean, I like sweets, just not those particular sweets, like bakery sweets. Also, a problem I have is that anytime I do ever grab bakery sweets, I like basically inhale them like Kirby. So, they're just not worth getting for that reason as well. They're dangerous. Like sometimes I'll look at the sweets at like Costco or something, and I'm just like, if I bought a Costco size worth of pastries, they will be gone in 2 to 3 days. Which is really bad for my health. Yeah, Kirby's awesome. Anyone who hates Kirby is a red flag. You could eat a whole thing of raw cookie dough or brownie batter, you would. Oh boy. I don't like cookie dough at all. Like even the one that's like safe to eat. I can't do it. Something about it irks me. I think it's just but I like cookies. Yeah, I like them cooked. A nice, crispy, crunchy cookie is beautiful. I'm not as big of a fan of like soft cookies, but I still prefer a cooked cookie. You know, it's in the name. Yeah, soft cookies can be good. I think the way I like my cookies is like if it's a soft cookie, I want it to be warm. But if it's like a crispy, crunchy cookie, I don't mind it being like cold or even frozen. I've actually done this where I buy like cookies at like at a grocery store that's like on reduced. They're like 1 day from expiring. And I'll just throw them in the freezer. They're like over 50% off as well, usually. And then I just eat them straight out the freezer. I don't even wait for it to thaw. I just eat it. It's so good. Like when you get like a cookie that's normally super soft, but then frozen up, it's surprisingly easy to eat even after completely frozen. Well, honestly, even if you just let it thaw for like a few minutes, it would be easy to eat, I think. Oh yeah, I mean if you have cookies, like I think this would work a lot better with soft cookies. I think if you did this with a crunchy cookie, you're gonna shatter your teeth. But like a soft cookie that's been frozen, it's 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 really good. And like eating it cold too. Like that's the part I enjoy. It's like a cold I like my treats cold. Oh, well, I don't eat cookies with milk. Also, wait, this is a big air pocket. Wow. That's a lot of time save. Oh. Honestly, it might be better for me to mine these in like two separate sections until they converge again. You like pieces of things in your ice cream or milkshake? I agree. Like, I don't like ice cream and milkshake stuff completely smooth. It's gotta have little crunchy bits to it. Or at least just like stuff in it, you know? Drinking like a plain milkshake would be very odd for me. Although I don't really have milkshakes very often because those don't make me feel good at all and they're super high calorie. There was one time where me and my girlfriend made a disgustingly good but high calorie milkshake at home. I think it was like we used cookie butter ice cream as the base and then also blended in Biscoff cookies into it. And it was one of the best milkshakes I've ever had in my life, but oh my god, that is so bad for you. Also, what's up, Muffin? How you doing? Sounds good. It is. Cookie butter and Biscoff, so good. We made such a small portion of that, but it was divine. Well, yeah, because it was like half a cup of that was like 3 million calories. That thing was so insanely decadent. Oh, and it was like a super thick milkshake as well, which made it even better. It was really good. Live fast, die young. Oh man. I would be willing to have that again, but it's definitely like a once in every few month treat at most. That's like a once a quarter treat. Yeah. Look, diabetes will just have to look the other way for that one. Just pretend that nothing's going on. It's fine. Yeah. Honestly, it's shocking that I don't have diabetes, but I hope the choices I made in the last years helped contribute to that. Because I mean, I did quit my biggest sugar intake, which was full sugar soda. Any family history of it? I think my mom has diabetes. But I also just am not sure how late in life she got it. I was gonna say, this song sounds super familiar. Who are pushing the boulders. This song is the embodiment of this project. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I low-key forgot that she has it. She doesn't really talk about it. I think it was also only in the last few years as well, so... Yeah. That's just unlucky, like, you're going to get it, it's just a matter of when type deal. But yeah, I don't think my dad had that, so I don't know. Yeah. Low-key, I think the last month I've been slipping a bit in terms of progress on that type of thing, but I mean, at the very least, I literally can't drink sugar soda anymore. So the worst thing for me, I literally just can't have anymore. Like, it just tastes weird now. So that's a good thing. But I mean, I'm not too worried still. Sorry, it's weird to say, but remember, yeah. I think the thing is that diabetes is not a problem just for people who are like obese or anything like that. You absolutely can get diabetes despite being skinny, borderline anorexic. I mean, it's probably more likely if you're obese, but it's not necessarily a given. Yeah. Honestly, I should figure out a way to get myself walking more. I mean, shopping usually helps, but I can't do shopping every time I want to go for a walk. That's pretty expensive. I need to look into places near me that are not, or places near me where I can go walk without having to walk outside necessarily, because I don't like walking in the cold. Like, I grew up somewhere cold, but that doesn't mean I like the cold. Yeah. We just don't have that much room in this apartment. I mean, I don't know how much room a walking pad takes anyway, but it's not really that much free space. Not like a tiny area, but it's not that big either. You only like negative 273 degrees Celsius temperatures. Well, that does sound pretty chill. Okay, but imagine how shredded my legs would be if I started doing treadmilling while I was chunk mining. I probably would have the strongest legs in the world. ever seen someone stream on a walking ped while playing games? I don't think I've actually witnessed anyone do that, but I believe it's possible. I don't see why not. Like, I could theoretically do that. I just don't think I would. But yeah, I think like we technically could make room for it, but I don't think it'd be worth it. And I don't know how much they cost, but I don't want to spend money. But stepper things, yeah. I don't know. I think there's also a place near us that has like an indoor place to walk. We just keep putting off actually checking it out. But I think that would be a good option too. Just because it would also be nice to just kind of be out of the house while I do stuff like that. I don't really like the idea of exercising in my own home for whatever reason. For me, home feels like rest. Shouldn't be anything else. Okay, yeah, this chunk is also going to be quite fast because of how much airspace there is. So, that's pretty nice. I mean, we're already over halfway done, and we're only 43 minutes in. Like, that's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Slept 17 hours last night, but never truly managed to rest. I'm not gonna lie, after like 7 hours of sleeping, I feel like I start like becoming less energized the longer I sleep. Also, what do you mean you slept 17 hours? What were you doing where you could sleep 17 hours? Like 17 hours sounds kind of like depression sleeping at that point. Unless you were working hard for 20 hours manual labor the night before. Depression sleeping. Unlucky. Honestly, at my lowest points in my life, I did the opposite of depression sleeping. I did depression not ever sleeping. I would just literally not sleep. Not healthy either way. Med screw with your sleep right now. That's really unfortunate. I hope that is not something you will have to deal with for the rest of your life. That sounds rough. I hope that's something that can be resolved. I think the longest I've ever slept in my life was 14 hours. But that was after being, like, completely exhausted of energy. And honestly, again, after, like, 7 hours, I feel like sleeping does more harm than good. Staying in bed longer than that is fine, but sleeping doesn't feel great. Like, on my work nights, I honestly need to be in bed for, like, bare minimum maybe 8 hours, but honestly 9 hours would be great for, like, my legs. But sleeping that long, eh. I mean, I usually don't. I'm usually on my phone for, like, upwards of an hour before I sleep. Although these days I've been falling asleep a lot faster than I used to in the past, which is nice. Used to sleep a couple hours and wake up for like 10 to 12 hours in your depression or just lay in panic. Yeah. I think I'm finally at the point now where I don't just lay awake in bed all night anymore. Like I haven't done that in quite a while now. It's super rare these days, which is good. I used to really struggle getting myself to sleep. Probably just because my sleep schedule used to be insanely whack as well. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that word, but it's true. Sleeper agent activated, yeah. As soon as I said the word. I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. I love songs from fascist Italy. What a great song title.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to?
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. Silverfish! Get out of here. Any more? Doesn't seem like it.
Thank
A
you.
new hardcore world. I see, I see. Well, thank you for the follow. First ever. Nice. Hopefully it lasts longer than a few hours then. Early game is definitely the easiest time to lose your world.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome everyone. Well, don't mind me. I am just digging a very large hole in the ground. That is my project. You love digging chunks? Well, you have come to the right place then. It's the first thing you do before building a house. That's awesome. I literally do not have a house in this world. My attempt of building houses in my worlds where I do digging is literally like a 9x9 wooden shack with a door and maybe a window if I'm feeling fancy. It's just a hill of chests. Yeah, that's my current home. It's literally just chests out in the open. Oh, I thought I killed that one. Alright, how many more? Woo! Okay. Any more? Might be fine. You dig a whole chunk down in bedrock, yeah. It's great. Digging in this game is so fun. Never been Minecraft by yourself? Honestly, I have very rarely beaten Minecraft in solo. It's just not really something I care for very much. Okay, I think now that's all that silverfish. Done it modded with people, but not by yourself survival, yeah. I mean, literally the only reason I beat Minecraft in this world is just because it makes digging easier in the long run. Having an elytra and having just getting all those levels early on. Because otherwise I wouldn't even care to. Not really. I mean, honestly, this project would definitely be possible without the elytra. It just would be extremely inconvenient. Because I would have to create some sort of mode of transportation for myself to get from the bottom to the top. Because ender pearls wouldn't really work. I would have to do... I mean, I guess you could do like an ender pearl stasis chamber, but that would be very annoying to set up every time. There isn't much reason to go to the end now, since you can make the sheep piston machine with a copper lightning rod instead of an end rod now. Wow. You know, I never thought about this. This is the commitment you're here for it? Well, that is, what I've been working on for the last while now. I mean, I've spent like a little over 700 hours in this world so far. And I have mined out all of the non-deep slate portion of the chunk area. So, pretty good progress so far. Pretty good, but we are now at the real part of the project. So... Oh god, it's this song. I immediately... This activated something in my brain I haven't thought about in years. Yeah, wow. This song is as stupid as I remembered. What a beautiful piece of art. Why is there gunshots in this song? Alright, sounds good, man. Oh, man. If only you knew. Okay, I gotta skip this now. Oh, the skip command doesn't work. That's lovely. Okay, I can just do that. Alright, this is a banger. This is a much better song. Should you be using laser or stable? It really highly depends on what you care about. And also the performance of your computer. If you don't have performance issues with laser, and you just play casually, I think laser is like fine. But I still think stable is the better client in most regards. I mean, for one, I don't suffer the lag spike of death when I play on stable compared to laser. And also scoring on laser is still completely messed up and ruined. So... Also slider accuracy. If you hate slider accuracy, don't play laser. Or if you just feel like it's not worth learning. There's like a few things I like about laser. Kevin screen share laser in Discord without lag, yeah. One of the only things that's good about it is being able to rate change maps on the fly. It's much more cumbersome to do that on stable. You have to use an external program and it takes a lot more time and effort. You love note lock? What does that say about you? It sounds like you have Stockholm Syndrome, because that's one of the other things I really like about laser. The lenient note lock is so much better and so much more intuitive than Stable's note lock ever was. Note lock is still one of the worst features in the Stable client, if not the absolute worst. You also notice some Stable skins don't work on it. Yeah, they can be kind of finicky. I think the ones I use seem to work fine, but yeah. Imagine speaking with a fish. No. What is going on in this song? Why did it just start playing a trap beat? I think there's a way to change that, but I don't really remember how to. I think you have to like forcibly open a file with laser specifically like on your computer and then it'll actually remember. Yeah, I kind of zoned out, but the song's very interesting. Yeah. Diamonds! Oh my god! Wow, my luck's been terrible with diamonds this chunk. Good question. Yeah. I think we have to teach this person about the algorithm. You can just say you're anything on the internet. That's true. But thankfully, no one in this chat would lie on the internet. Maybe don't say you're a fish, that is odd. True. Good thing we're normal things, like a muffin and a melon. Not a fish, that's weird. There, girl, well, that makes one of us. Maximum song length. Wait, hold on. I think that got reset. Yeah. I think a lot of my settings got reset when I was trying to mess with it. I think that's also why skip got removed. Weird. One sec. Okay, you should be able to request a song longer than 10 minutes now. Alright, there we go. This is a very fishy stream, it seems. Me when I go out fishing. We are not fish on the internet, at least. Sure. I'm definitely not a fish. I completely misread that. I read that as fish want me, women fear me. That'd be way better. Women fear me, the minds of fish are unknowable. This would sell numbers at the Bass Pro Shop. If you are a woman, good for you. Not really, but thanks. You're welcome. Look, I can't say too much. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. Just a little dude. People will never know if I'm secretly a woman on the internet. Well, I think you're a bat. Which doesn't really narrow anything down. But at least you're not a fish. Batter up? Food batter? Or just saying butter with a really weird accent. I need to spread the batter on the toast. This is what fish would sound like if they were human. They would have that accent. You remember your mom loved Feeding Frenzy on PC as a kid? I actually bought that game this year. It's literally one of the only other games I've played in the last few years that isn't Minecraft or Osu or Rocket League. Feeding Frenzy's the GOAT. Yeah, like I got a huge wave of nostalgia a few months ago and I was like, I gotta get Feeding Frenzy. I also got Insane Aquarium and what else did I get? I think I got Chuzzle as well. Oh, Zuma. I also got Zuma. That game's awesome. Pac-Man, Galaga, Frogger. Wow. I love video games from 3 million years ago. I love the video games from the 20th century. From the 1900s. You should do any percent speedruns of Feeding Frenzy. You should. That sounds like a great time. She did a Galaga tourney and won back in the day. Wow. So she's actually the GOAT then, never mind. I was not familiar with her game. can't play a game and not beat it or play it intensely. That sounds like someone I know. I know a certain someone who's like that in my life. She's been playing Bingo Blitz for years. She probably kills it. Okay, yeah, this is looking like yet another pretty fast one. Somewhere in the hour and 20-minute range. Or maybe very low 1 hour 30-minute. We'll see. I really need to figure out exactly how long it takes to do a double layer or full deep slate. I could try and keep track on these next two layers. Assuming it's all deep slate. But I mean, roughly. She used to make your dad stand and watch her play Pac-Man on a machine at a restaurant for hours. Look, if you're not willing to do that, is it really true love? Actually, I don't really know. I can't imagine for literal hours watching Pac-Man. Pac-Man's not one of those games that makes me want to watch it for hours. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I would have enjoyed Pac-Man a lot more if it was like the only video game. The one of the 20 video games in existence. I think if I was born like 10 or 20 years earlier, I probably would be playing 10,000 plus hours of Dwarf Fortress. Pong! That, that makes me wonder, who has the most playtime on Pong in history? I don't think I've ever seen Pong played competitively, now that I think about it. Was I a Minesweeper child? I actually wasn't, because I never understood how Minesweeper worked. And I couldn't figure out, like, how the game was actually played. Marble Blast Ultra. I think that's a game I did not play. Or maybe if I did, I don't remember by that name. I'll take a look at that in a little bit. I'm Pretty close to done with this chunk, though. After this little bit, we just have like 6 layers. Oh, trying to readjust. Okay, I think this chunk is gonna be like an hour and like 30 minutes or an hour and 31 minutes. Assuming the rest of this is just completely deep slate. Anyone remember snail mail? I mean, if you're just talking about getting mail, then that still exists. Unless you mean a literal snail delivering your mail. You know, I have a snail. You should change that. Wait, how long do snails live for? Fly. Snails live for 2? 2? That's incredible. You were outside a while ago looking for snakes, but ended up coming across what was essentially a snail graveyard. That's kind of sad. What if the snails were abducted? Also, wait, why were you looking for snakes? Is that just something you do? Amount of progress. Yeah, this one's been a pretty fast chunk. Normally, starting from first layer full deep slate, it takes about an hour and 40 minutes, but there's just been a lot of air in this chunk. So we're probably looking at like at least 10 minutes faster. Hmm. Just like looking for critters. Alright, sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this chunk and go to bed myself, because I also got work. I love working. See you another time. Thank you for joining. Well, work makes doing stuff like this feel a lot more enjoyable, I think. Something to look forward to. But yeah, have a good night. Take care. Okay. We're getting close. But yeah, I think we're just gonna reach the end a little over an hour and a half. Which again is still faster. Like, I think the average for like a fully dense chunk is like an hour and 43 or an hour and 44 minutes, depending on efficiency. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fast one. If I had a way to know easily which are the most dense and least dense, I definitely would save the more dense ones for off days when I have more time. But just gotta make sure I stream early enough just for whichever scenario happens, which I did today. Today was actually like an hour earlier than yesterday. Which is good. I'll actually have time to unwind before I go directly to bed. Okay, final 2 layers. Actually, we might be able to squeak just under an hour and a half. It's gonna be close. Chunkin. You're here. Yeah, super early. This one happened to be a fast one as well. This one had a lot of air instead of a lot of Instamine blocks. Did I mine the air? Let's just say we did. Gotta go back and hit the air blocks. Punching the air. What's up, Willie? How you doing? Welcome to the very end of the stream once again. Yeah, it's gonna be great when I start mining everything above the chunk area. It's gonna be great. So many air blocks. It's a good time for you because it's right before bed, so you just chill, watch, sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I prefer streaming. Nice bedrock just found in my world seed. No, 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 no. No! Not my base. Not the literal non-existent house that I have in this world. What's up, Ferret? Welcome to the end of the stream. But yeah, I prefer streaming in the daytime. It's just my preference, but I can't really choose to stream at that time when I'm at work, unfortunately. No, not the TNT! Anything but the TNT. Or moss. No boss, please. Just ended session 1 of Minecraft Any Percent, but you're blind. You have 2 friends who are deaf or mute. What? That sounds chaotic. Looted a chest, lit a portal, and traded with piglins. That sounds really funny, but also, yeah, extremely chaotic as well. All with a black screen, of course. I can't wait for you to get all advancements like that, too. Alright, there we go. Yeah, wow, that was a pretty fast one as well. You're the blind guy. Yeah, you just gotta. What if you just opened your eyes? Have you thought about that? World record! It's not. It's pretty fast though. I don't have that many that are under an hour and a half. This is, let's see. This is now yesterday was the second fastest chunk I ever mined. Today is now the new second fastest chunk I've ever mined so far in this world with this setup. So that's cool. We still the fastest one I mined was chunk number 6, and that was an hour and 25 minutes. Again, at some point, chunk 3. Dude, okay, but chunk 3 wasn't the longest amount of time I spent on a chunk, believe it or not, but efficiency or density wise, that one was brutal. It's still the most blocks I've mined in a chunk easily. That one was unbelievable. Okay. But yeah. That's gonna be it for me tonight, guys. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night and then go to sleep and go to work. It's the cycle continues, but I'll be back tomorrow night for another chunk. We'll do that again. Nice 5-minute stream. True.